Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Robert, and today I'm bringing to you this week's drop list, which is going to be week 18 of the spring-summer season. Now, this would have been the last week, but we have the summer teas this week, which is going to extend it to, I believe, next week will then be our final week for the season. We do have a couple of nice teas, and we do have a couple of not nice teas that are just terrible. The main one that is standing out is going to be obviously the photo tee for most people, which is Dean Blunt, which we can get into in a moment. But yeah, let's go through this as per norm. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Let's jump straight into it. So this week's drop list, like I was saying, we'll kick off with things, then we'll talk about Dean Blunt because the tee is like right there, like a couple of cross. So the first piece is going to be the Everlast speed bag and platform. I think it's going to be a little bit expensive because it's Supreme and it's an accessory. So typically from Everlast, the like basic, I'm pretty sure it's like 150 to 210 pounds ish. With this being Supreme red branded, let's just slap like 275 at a minimum and go from there. That's our baseline. So yeah, following that we've got one of the first teas, which is going to be the bear tee. As you can see, plain, simple, easy. Sad bear though, which, you know, you never want to see something sad, but using a tissue to wipe the tears away. Supreme one, of course. I'd like to see how it looks in the other colorways to see if it stands out a bit more or whether it blends in or what happens, and yeah. Okay, up next, Dean Blunt. So English hip hop basically, who is sort of like this current day and age, I would say like rapper's favorite rapper type of thing. You've heard the line before from other people, but that's the best summary. Yeah, just very popular and has an alter ego called Baby Father. So yeah, that's probably the extent to my knowledge. I'm not someone who, like, I don't have songs upon songs upon songs to go through that I know of. I'm not going to act like I do. I do know that he has contributed to A$AP Rocky quite heavily and is very influential to A$AP Rocky in the end. And then I know that people like Frank Ocean, Earl, Sweatshirt, A$AP Rocky and a few others are like directly impacted and influenced by and have been inspired or admired in their own songs. So yeah, anyway, that's all I've got for you. I other than that, I'd just be pretending to know anything further. As much as I like seeing photo tees, I do wish, I don't know what I'd hope from them. I'd hope that they would release like the posters themselves, because typically you'll end up seeing maybe in a few weeks time these photos as posters up. I wish that we'd get those, because I feel like a lot of people would buy that more than they would buy a tee in the end. Nowadays, a lot of people are more so into putting things up, framed and such, in comparison to wearing it. I feel that if they offered it for like 15 or 20, they used to give them away for free. But if they offered it for something like that, I feel that that would have like a high order quantity, especially if you offered a backlog on the catalogue of things, you know, like the unreleased Lady Gaga and things like that. I think that they would go down quite well, to be honest, but that's just me. But yeah, I think it's cool. I'd like to see what colorways are available, and yeah. From there we get a very cool back and forth. So we've got the boat towel, but alongside that we've got the boat short sleeve shirt. I feel that the towel does a little bit better because obviously with it being a towel you're going to get the full imagery, which is great, and obviously it's evident as to what it is in the end. I think it's really unique, cool little towel, cool piece, and the same goes for the shirt in the end. It looks great. Obviously it's more enhanced, more zoomed in for the fact of it being on a shirt. With that, in comparison to the towel though, I feel that some of the saturation and vibrancy has vanished a little bit. I feel it's been taken down a level. Whether or not that is to darken it and give it a less in your face colour and make it a little bit more like wearable, I don't know, but regardless, I think that it's a nice piece. In the shorts, they sold out, like the swim shorts sold out, so I don't see why either of these couldn't go. I feel like one or the other might end up going, but that's just my personal preference with things. So yeah, from there we've got the marker basketball jersey, evident as to what it is. Cool colour, like at the end of the day it stands out, it's fun, you know, it's unique. Artwork, as you can see. But yeah, it's not really gone down or been received in the greatest. And the items from here on out definitely don't either. They just haven't. So we've got the cursive polo. It's fine, you know, Guess sort of look. Maybe Tyler the Creator, old like look of way that he dressed and things with the polos. Even so far as like Kanye with some of the striped ones. But it's just not great, is it? it really isn't. Like, it's really not brilliant. The Stitch denim trucker jacket, I think is fine. As long as you're not up close reading it, for obvious reasons. Then yeah, I think it's fine. I think more so in the denim, because it doesn't really stand out as much. But from a distance, looks cool. From a distance, obviously, with it being embroidered, it gives that look as well of some sort of pattern or design intricately being woven into it. It's not, because it's just a single word, but, you know, you can get away with it at the end of the day, so it's fine. Maybe. We've got the Stitch loose fit jean to match, same sort of thing. It's just, it looks cryptic from a distance, but up close you're going to be like, ooh, was that a good decision? Maybe not. From here, the tees are not really going to improve. So we've got the tape tee. I feel like it's something... What is it? I feel like it's something that would change into a monster from Smiling Friends. That's what this reminds me of. That is exactly what I can see the sort of design would come into of how it would look. That is exactly what would happen. It's not brilliant. So from there, we've got a reversible terry camp cap. Very vibrant tones. Some of them are nice-ish. I like the blue, I think. That's about it. I think I just like the contrast, and it's just a lighter tone in the end. Next to that, we've got the hardcore tee dropping from the summer tees. No, okay. Sorry, we're moving on. We've got the beef tee up next. With a cactus. Sorry, we're moving on from it. I'd love to know if there was something behind it, like an intent or something going on, but I don't. I've got no clue. It's so random. It really is. The cactus really throws me off, or cacti. Like, I don't know what correlation it has with. Anyway, doesn't matter. Next to that, we've got the mesh back 5 panel of the Supreme Beef as well. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I saw it. I remember seeing it and thinking, what is it? What relevancy? Is it a company? Is it something? I don't know. No one's explained it. I haven't seen anyone explain it. So I've got no clue. Next to that, we've got a Cordura mesh 6 panel. Pink's fine. Black's probably fine as well. Don't know why you wouldn't just do camo with camo if you've done matching on the rest, because that's terrible. That ruins that camo completely. White's okay as well with the cream natural, but pink and black are probably the best two options. The marker basketball short to match the jersey. It's okay. And we end on the Gons tee, which is somehow below the other tees. It's something that I feel like should have been on like the back, like top aspect to the tee, and then something on the front instead. Maybe just like the Supreme 2025 large on the front, and then just on the back you have that. I don't know, or maybe like a bottom right or something where it's not going to be the most like instantly noticeable, but someone will then see it and be like, that's funny. But yeah, on the front, I ask the exact same question. So that's going to cover this drop list. As per norm, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know how much you love these tees, because obviously they're all amazing. I genuinely think only the first two will probably sell out in a number of the colorways. I don't think the others are good in any way, shape or form. Besides that, I feel like the boat pieces and the Everlast, probably like top 5, end up going, and then you'll have a couple of sizes across the board. But yeah, nothing crazy, leading us into the final week. But yeah, that's going to cover it. So it's okay, but yeah, regardless, I do hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.